This Chicago Sky team does not want to be playing basketball. Did you guys see this right here? Did you guys see this? Sky caught off guard by Angel Reese's public comments. The Sun Times spoke with Sun Times spoke with Sky veterans who were surprised by Reese's recent comments. A players-only meeting was held Wednesday to address it. Atkins addressed Reese directly, while Banham said her teammate voiced everything she felt. At this point, she's more resigned. I think I just don't really care, she said. I'm so over all this shit. If I was younger, it would have affected me more, but I'm grown and I just don't care. For a player often called the heart of the locker room, though, there's a part of her that does. And like Ariel Atkins is like, she's a champion. She held, until Leo Phoebus last year, she held the record for the most points ever in the playoffs by a rookie. She was a starter, as far as I'm aware, on a Washington Mystics team that won a title. She was on Team USA. She won a World Cup and an Olympics for Team USA. And she's 28. She's in her prime. And she's saying this. They said in a statement that the matter is resolved, but there seems to be a few loose ends. Marsh said his follow-up conversations with Reese have been good and that her apology went a long way. Atkins said she hasn't spoken to Reese since the meeting, but with 8 days left in the season, the priority is moving forward. We're just here trying to do our jobs on a day-to-day. Holy shit. Holy shit, lads. Either Angel's gone or everybody else is gone. Either Angel's gone or no member of the Chicago Sky is ever going to play with her again. Other than Camila Cardoso. Like, they actually... like, I can't see any way back for Angel with any of these players. Like, Ariel Atkins is going to walk at the end of the season. She's going to walk at the end of the season. No question about it, Ariel Atkins is going to walk. You've got, like, they're down, losing to a fever team right now, and you can see the effort's not there. Banham's going to walk. Atkins is going to walk. And my favorite thing about this is, like, all the Angel Reese fans are like, why are none of her teammates standing up for her? Why are none of Angel Reese's teammates standing up for her? Like, why would they? She said they were all she basically said they all sucked at their jobs and has actively, publicly pushed for the team to fire them from their jobs. I'm sorry, if you get me fired from my job, I don't care who you are. I'm not going to be a fan of you. I'm not going to be a fan of you. And it is very clear that, like, whatever about last year's team was Teresa Weatherspoon, and there were issues there in the locker room. We're seeing how well Dana Evans is playing in Vegas. Like, I don't know what the hell happened with the Kennedy Carter situation, but like the Chicago Sky are in such a bad state. They're in such a bad state right here. And my favorite thing about this is the Angel Reese fans are calling out Ariel Atkins for this. They're calling out Ariel Atkins for this. Basically, she wasn't called out by name, but heavily implied that she sucks. And again, she's averaging the same amount of points as Angel Reese this season. Angel Reese heavily implied that Ariel Atkins sucks. So, yeah, it's not a good situation for the Sky to be in, because the Sky now have, I don't know. I actually don't know what the Sky can do. Because you're not going to get fair value for Angel Reese. Angel Reese fucked up bad here. Like, anyone defending what Angel Reese did, it's not, she didn't like say say something like, make a general statement on pros. Like, people were comparing to Caitlin Clark, saying, I don't know how so many pros in this league don't really know where to stand. She just made like a blanket statement on pro players, on the league and stuff. Angel called people out by name. She basically said her teammates suck. Get me real players. And I'm sorry, they gave up assets for Beck Allen, rightfully so. And the problem is that Ariel Atkins, if you guys don't know, the reason they brought in Ariel Atkins is because they wanted to go into quote-unquote win-now mode for Angel Reese. They ended up tanking, but they didn't want to tank. Ariel Atkins, in hindsight, was the dumbest decision. But Ariel Atkins at the time, most people thought that Ariel Atkins was going to be better than Sonia Citron. Her right now was going to be better than the ceiling for Sonia Citron. Look, we were wrong. A lot of people were wrong. But a lot of people didn't like that trade because they thought, and it wasn't necessarily about the pick, it was about next year's pick. It was about 2027 pick swap. Everyone's assumed the Chicago Sky were going to be good because, you know, they have Angel Reese and Cardoso who can't even work with each other. And they were getting and they were getting, yeah, it was it is what it is. It is what it is. And look, Ariel, like, if you're defending this from Angel Reese, like, this is indefensible. She's not wrong. She's absolutely not wrong in what she said. But you don't say it. You don't put it out publicly. You don't put it up publicly. Someone said everyone who watched Citron for 4 years knew they messed up. It wasn't even, when they traded the pick, it was looking like the third pick was going to be one of Olivia Miles or Dominique Malonga. Like, nobody thought that the third option from Notre Dame was going to come in and be an All-Star as a rookie. No one thought that. So, yeah, this is a very interesting scenario all around. And the Sky are screwed. They're screwed. Like, I don't know how Angel can stay, but you're not going to get market value for Angel, so I think Angel's going to be staying. The only team that has the assets to trade for Angel Reese is the Connecticut Sun or the Washington Mystics. And the Mystics aren't going to trade for Angel Reese because just like she's not going to be successful playing alongside Camila Cardoso, long term, she's not going to be successful playing alongside Kiki or Yefen either. The two of them won't work together unless Kiki spreads out to the 3-point line. So yeah, it's an interesting one, but they absolutely don't, like, they're in just a bad situation. They don't have a future. I don't know what the hell's going to happen with Angel Reese, whether she's going to be there or not. It's probably going to be unveiled in Connecticut or Washington. Probably Connecticut. And yeah, madness. Absolute madness. Reese to Dallas. You would have to give up pick number 1 or 2 for Angel Reese, and Dallas aren't doing that. Maybe Dallas will. Maybe Dallas will give up pick number 2 for Angel Reese. That's probably the best closing to fair value that the Sky can get for her.